Hello students, good morning everyone. Today's our 6th class science topic is about some other techniques of or methods we will discuss here. In the first one is fractional distillation method. Yesterday we will discuss about simple distillation method. In simple distillation method, we can separate the two liquids. In simple distillation method, we can separate the two liquids which are miscible but their boiling point is greater than difference between boiling point is greater than 30 degrees Celsius. Simple distillation method is used to separate two miscible liquids whose difference in boiling point is greater than 30 degrees Celsius. Okay? But fractional distillation method is another method which is also used to separate two miscible liquids. Two miscible liquids. But their difference in boiling point is less than 30 degrees Celsius. Then we use fractional distillation method. The process of separating two miscible liquids from one another by heating is known as the fractional distillation method. In this method, we can easily separate many constituents of air such as nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and also we can separate petroleum products such as petrol, kerosene, diesel oil, lubricating oil, etc. because their boiling point difference is less than 30 degrees, and we can easily separate these by using fractional distillation method. In this method, this is the distillation flask. What is this? This is the distillation flask. Distillation flask, and this tube is the fractionating column. Fractioning column is that column in which there is a such type of gap is present in this tube which not goes the liquid particles fastly to pass through them. It means it does not pass the vapors so fast because there are many obstacles present in between these fractionating column. So this method is used, and this is the thermometer which record the temperature. When we heat the mixer, then temperature rises and vapors starts forming. First, the liquid that has less boiling point, vapor starts forming, and these vapors goes into this fractionating column, and after that they pass through the condenser. This is our condenser tube which condenses the vapors, and this is our receiver. We get the vapors of the liquid which boil in distillation flask, and we can easily get the vapors. After that, the remaining content remains in the distillation flask. We can also, by heating, these vapors get in another receiver flask or beaker. After some time, when we again start heating the remaining liquid, also vapors become starting and they pass through this column. After passing through this column, they get passed through the condenser and condense into liquid form. Vapors condense into liquid form and also collected in another receiver. This is our fractional distillation method. This process is used to separate the two miscible components, liquids, that is we get petroleum products, etc. Okay students, after that next one is crystallization. Next is crystallization. Before studying about crystallization, we know about some terms. That is, first one is aqueous solution. What is aqueous solution? The solution in which water acts as a solvent. Solution means solute plus solvent. It gives us solution. In aqueous solution, our solvent is water. We take water as a solvent, then our solution is aqueous solution. Okay, after that, saturated solution. After that, saturated solution. Saturated solution means a solution in which no more amount of salt can be dissolved at a given temperature. Saturated solution is that a solution in which no more amount of solute can be dissolved at a given temperature and in particular given amount. Okay students, saturated solution is that solution in which no more amount of the solute can be dissolved or add at a given temperature in a particular given amount. We can understand this saturated solution by giving an example. Just we take 1 glass of water and we add 1 spoon of sugar or salt. Then this spoon of sugar or salt easily dissolve in 1 glass of water. Again we add 1 teaspoonful of sugar or salt into that solution. However, it may be dissolved at that particular temperature, but after that when we again and again add more amount of sugar or salt into the given solution, then no more amount of this salt or sugar dissolved into the given solution at that temperature or in that particular amount. We can dissolve more amount of salt or sugar after increasing temperature, means on heating, or we can increase the amount of water. Then the more amount of the solute, that is sugar or salt, dissolve into it. You can easily do this activity at your home. Okay. After that, super saturated solution. Next one is super saturated solution. Super saturated solution. Super saturated solution is that solution in which a more amount of the substance is dissolved by increasing temperature or by increasing the amount of our solvent. This solution is known as the supersaturated solution. After that, next is unsaturated solution. Unsaturated solution is that solution. Unsaturated solution is that solution in which we can add a more amount of solute at a given temperature or in a given amount. This is called a solution that contains less amount of solute than required to form a saturated solution. Okay, this is the unsaturated solution. Now we will discuss about next method, that is crystallization. Next method is our crystallization. The process by which an impure compound is converted into its crystal. Impure compound is converted into its crystal. The process in which an impure compound is converted into its crystal is known as the crystallization. Crystallization is a better technique than evaporation. Crystallization is a better method or better technique than evaporation, because during evaporation solution is heated up to dryness. We heat the solution, then the solution becomes completely dry. But during crystallization, we decompose our some solids such as sugar or salt is churned into small compounds or broke down into small compounds in crystallization method. Okay. In this method, an impure compound which is converted into crystals. This impure compound is first dissolved into water and we prepare a solution. And after preparation of solution, we heat the given content, and after heating some time, we cool it for some time and filter it. After filtration, we get the liquid particles separated from the solid particles, and these solid particles after cooling, after some time, converted into some crystals. Okay, in crystallization method, first we make a solution of impure compounds into water. After making a solution, we heat the given solution at a particular temperature that they dissolve into each other. After heating and cooling, we filter the solution easily, and on filter paper we get some solid particles, and in beaker we get liquid content. And the solid particles on further cooling get converted into crystals, and we separate the crystals by using this crystallization method, which is a better technique than evaporation, because in evaporation we complete dry the solution, but in crystallization we not complete dry the solution. Okay. After that, our next method is centrifugation. Centrifugation. Centrifugation is a method which is used to speed up the sedimentation of the fine particles suspended in solid liquid mixer. Solid liquid mixer. In centrifugation method, we speed up the sedimentation of the solid liquid mixer. We speed up means there is a machine used in centrifugation method. This machine is highly rotated with the help of electricity. After rotation in solid liquid mixer, the heavy solid particles come at the top of the vessel, and the liquid which is lighter in weight remains at the bottom of the container. Then we can easily separate the solid particles from this mixer. In centrifugation method, in our daily life we use this method to obtain butter from curd. Butter from curd. We use centrifugation method. Okay. After that, next method is separating funnel. Our next method is separating funnel. Discussed about distillation method. Distillation method is used to separate two miscible liquids. Miscible means that dissolve in each other. Now, separating funnel method is used to separate two immiscible liquids. Those liquids which do not mix with each other, do not dissolve with each other, such as water, kerosene, oil. Okay, two immiscible liquids are easily separated by using separating funnel on the base of their densities. Base of densities. The two liquids which are immiscible, they have a difference in their densities. In separating funnel, in separating funnel method, we take this funnel, and in this funnel we pour the two immiscible liquid solution. Water is, for example, water and kerosene oil. Kerosene oil, when we mix these two liquids, then kerosene oil form a layer above water. In separating funnel, kerosene oil. Here we use a stop cock, and stop cock, this is water and kerosene oil form a layer in this funnel. Stop cock is used to separate these two immiscible liquids. Water is below. When we open the stop cock, then water gets collected into the given container. As we collect the water, we turn the stop cock, means we off the stop cock, and the kerosene oil remains in this separating funnel because they form separate layers, oil and water. Okay, this is the method of separating funnel which is used. In this method, we also separate other types of oil which is not miscible with water. These are the some other techniques of separating other types of mixer. Okay, students, now our this chapter, matter and its segregation, is complete. Tomorrow we will discuss the next chapter. Okay, students, thank you.